Have you ever wondered how to hang art yourself rather than getting your dad, your father-in-law, or the home maintenance man in to do it? I'm Belinda from Chez Property Styling, Creative Director and CEO, and we're just finishing off a property today, and the last thing we always do is hang art. A lot of clients who have freshly painted their home in preparation for sale don't actually like the idea of hanging art on beautifully painted walls, but I always say to them it's a bit like having chocolate icing on a cake. It finishes it off and it is the icing on the cake. So I always recommend that just to finish off rooms, you want people's eyes to be led into spaces as they walk through your property, and so it is really important that you hang some artwork. I have an assistant here today, Lisa. Say hi, Lisa.
Hello.
And I'm going to give you the dumbed down version of how I hang art. I do have a drill, but I actually have discovered that I quite often don't have to use it. I hang art properly. I do not use sticky things on the back of art because quite often they will fall off, particularly if you're living in a hot climate and the humidity will actually cause your art to fall down. So I recommend that you hang art properly. I always say to my clients also, it's better off to hang your art properly because it's more likely that your new buyer is actually going to be happy with where you have strategically put the hooks in your freshly painted walls. So this is my little secret, and I feel like I'm disclosing my little secret, Lisa. Go to Bunnings or any hardware store, and for $9.99, this is my little secret about hanging perfect artwork. And I'm going to show you how it works because we're going to hang a beautiful piece on this wall here, which is actually looking from the entranceway so that buyers will actually look and their eye will be drawn to this wall. So on the back, there's a little hook, as you can see, and I've got a... Lisa, could you hold my screwdriver, please? Sorry. So on the back, I actually have a hook here, and I also have a string. I think I'll use the string today.
Yeah, this is a heavy piece of artwork.
It's a medium. Yeah. It's a medium piece. If you're hanging artwork that's quite heavy, you need to be very careful that you put more than one screw in the wall. So what we do is we take this little hook here, and then I'm going to lift this little piece up here, and then you lock it in. Lisa, could you hold those for me, please? Then you lock it in, so this is how this art works, and then you've got it locked in here above the frame. And on the back here, you've got this little sharp point. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to position the artwork, and always position your artwork so that it's going to suit the person at average height, which is me. So I'm the perfect average height. And then I just push it in lightly, pull it out, and there is a little hole. Are you impressed?
I'm very impressed.
And so I've centered that on the wall, and I haven't even got a drill out yet. I then
Or a tape measure.
Or a tape measure. Then, oops, dropping my screw. Okay, so then I've just got a really beautiful screw. It's got a white top. And what I'm going to do is, so I'm not using a drill at all. And I'm going to screw this into the wall, and then I'm going to take it back out, because if you hung the art like that, it needs a plug in it. So then I'm going to unscrew. There we go, Lisa. And I'm going to use one of these plugs, and that actually secures it into the wall. And so then I'm going to screw that in. So notice I have not even used a drill yet.
And that all comes as one
And that comes as one bit. And that actually secures it so that your screw, your art is hanging tightly. And there you have it. A perfect hanging hook. Actually matches the wall colour. And then we just take off the little...
That's amazing.
Bunnings do the lucky at the back.
$10 well spent.
It's the best $10 I've ever spent. And another interesting little secret is if you're finding that your art's tipping a little bit, always just get a little bit of blue tack and just put it underneath the bottom corners, and that will secure it. So that's a beautifully hung piece of artwork, so simple. Obviously, if you've got concrete walls, I actually get the professional art hangers in. If you're hanging a mirror, you really need 2 hooks on either side. But this is a great little thing. I call it my duvalaki.
Very technical.
It's very technical, but it's probably one of the best things that I have ever owned, other than my Dyson vacuum cleaner. So there you have it. That's my little dumbing down of hanging art in a very simple way, and yeah, I cannot recommend this piece highly enough.